Let us start networking practicals. In this practical, we will be learning how to find out your own IP address using command prompt. So, let us begin. What is an IP address? An IP address works in an IP network just like a postal address works in the postal system. So, a postal address is a combination of two addresses, area address and house address. In previous lectures, we have discussed about IP addresses and we have also discussed about the classes of IP address. If you remember, there are 5 classes of IP address, class A to class E. So, let us see your IP address belongs to which class. Let us start by typing command prompt in your search box. Type command prompt, that is CMD, and press enter. Now you can see the command prompt has opened on your screen. So how to find out the IP address? There is one command especially for Windows which says ipconfig, which stands for IP protocol address configuration, and press enter. There is a lot of information to process, but we are interested in finding out our IP address. So you can see there is a content called wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi. In that, we have to find out our IP address. Do not get confused with the Wi-Fi here because the IP address of your PC is same for all other connections. So you can scroll down and you can see the IPv6 address I have highlighted. So this is the version 6 address, which is the recent address. If you come down, you can see the IPv4 address, that is the 4th version address. And now the IP address of my computer or my PC can be different from your lab environment. So my computer's IP address is 192.168.43.182. Can you give us a moment and let us imagine that this IP address belongs to class B. But we have seen that the class B IP address doesn't start with 192. So this must be the IP address belonging to class C. IP addresses belonging to class C are assigned to small sized network. Yes, and my house is a small sized network. So the default subnet mask for class C is 255.255.255.0, as you can see on the screen. And the default gateway is also mentioned as 192.168.43.200. This was all about finding the IP address of your own PC. In the next practical, we will see how to find out the MAC address or the physical address of your machine.